If you're giving it 3 crushed eggs, then I'm going to give it 4 of Jacob Elordi's slutty little earrings in this film.
The little hoop earring. What era is this? I hate this movie. I hate it again. I hate it again. Oh my God.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Personality Hires, where I'm joined by Jackson.
You.
I'm joined by Mikey.
Yes.
I'm joined by Rebecca.
Ooh, ooh.
And I'm Abby. And together we are the Personality Hires, where you can find our episodes on Spotify, Apple, pretty much any podcast platform, and coming to you now on YouTube.
Ooh, video.
YouTube.
Shout out YouTube.
Jackson, you have some kind of weird story about dinner table etiquette. What's going on there?
Yeah. It is pretty.
Hey, Jackson, you have an awful story to tell, don't you?
Hey, you're a weird guy with a weird story. Why don't you kick us off with something cool? I need to ask you guys, what is the statute age limitation of acting kind of inappropriate and not giving a fuck in public? You know, when you get to a certain age, the elderly tend to just not care so much anymore.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're saying when does it begin in the last part of your life, or when does it stop at the first part of your life?
No. I'm not talking about like when you're acting a fool as a kid. I'm just talking about when you get to a certain age and you just start kind of stop caring about how you're publicly perceived, so you just start doing stuff. Do you think that old people get a pass for that kind of thing?
It can start as early as you would like it to. You can be 30. If you're in the right mindset, you can start acting a fool. That's okay.
It depends on how old you look. When you get gray hair and crow's feet, you then are accepted into the world of, I don't know, asking for 2 ice cubes in your Kendall Jackson wine and being mad when there's only 1 or there's 3.
I think when you reach a certain age, you can be particular about things. I'm all on board with that. My problem is when you start losing your sense of social responsibility that you have in public to other people.
Okay.
A couple weeks ago, I was in Florida visiting my in-laws. It was a great time, but as you guys know, Florida is the land of the retiree. Okay,
I know. I live here.
Yes, Abby, you are prime example of a retiree, I guess.
I'm ready to retire. That's all I'm saying.
Me too. And when you're in Florida, I get it, because the second you get there, it feels like vacation every day, because just the way that everything is laid out. And yes, there are a lot of old people there. So I'm working from home for the week. I'm enjoying the sun and the weather, getting away from the cold a little bit, as you do down there, playing some golf, having a good time. And we were going out to a lot of really cool restaurants in the evenings. And this area that we were staying in surprisingly had some like pretty like younger leaning like restaurants. We're hanging out. It's my future mother-in-law, my fiance, and myself. It was just us this evening, and we're sitting there and we're ordering drinks and appetizers and hanging out. And I start hearing this clicking noise. Okay? And it's not constant. It's every so often. And I can't really put my finger on it. I'm not really actively looking, but it's loud enough to where I'm noticing it. Okay?
Can I guess?
Go ahead.
It's a man's hip.
Creaking. I'm going to guess 2.
Okay.
It's an old woman doing Morse code.
Help me.
Not the Morse
like SOS. Abby,
Well,
would
we
you like to
are
take
in
a stab at it?
Florida, so I'm going to take a Floridian's guess, and I'm going to say that it was a crocodile trying to cross the road, causing a nuisance, as any crocodile over the age of 10 would.
Okay. All right. I like the
Wait, did you
creativity
know
in
that?
improv.
I'm so sorry. I have to take this time to do Mikey's fun fact of the week. Did you know
Take
that
it.
crocodiles are immortal?
What?
They don't have to die. So here's the tea. They can die from illness or from the environs killing them. But if they just lived in a test tube, like a facility where they got all of their crocodile needs met and didn't face any obstacle, crocodiles could theoretically live forever.
Okay,
To be
then
fair,
here's-
I think I could also live forever if I didn't have any adversity, any illness, any mental health challenges.
Here's an idea then. Tape your ashes to a crocodile. bound to live forever. Yes?
The crocodile is your urn.
Yes. Make a crocodile urn. That's a good business, actually.
Okay.
Are you worried about your ashes not making it to the heat death of the universe?
Well, I just don't understand.
Strap them onto one of our crocs.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand. Like, there should be more graveyards, right? They're doing something with these old graves. I don't want that to happen to me. I'm taping myself to a crocodile.
What? Throw your ashes in a Birkin.
What's a Birkin? Bag?
It's a bag that can be a crocodile.
So, no, unfortunately, none of your guesses were correct. So, again, hearing this clicking noise, and I get a little kick in the shin from my fiance underneath the table.
Oh, I thought the old woman had finally kicked you.
We don't know it's an old woman yet.
No, because
It's an old woman.
my future mother-in-law and fiance also picked up on this noise that was happening, and I'm getting this crazy look when I look up at her, and it's kind of like, hey, look over your shoulder and turn around. So I turn around, and what do I see? There are two elderly women. I am not going to say age, but they were older, and one of them is sitting there clipping her toenails.
Oh, no.
Hell yeah.
At the restaurant. So we're sitting in these like high top tables where you're on like kind of a bar stool with a back, and she has one of her legs propped up like her heel on the, and she's clicking away.
I want to say hell yeah. That's a complete nuisance to everyone else, though. It's unsanitary.
It is a restaurant.
Yeah,
we're out
yeah, no,
eating
you know
a
what?
meal.
You're right, jail. Wait,
How
is this
fancy is this restaurant?
This restaurant is not super fancy, but it's not like a casual place by any means.
What time were you at the restaurant? Because if you're there before 6:30, you're technically in their time.
early bird special, baby?
I want to say our reservation was 6:30 or 7.
Okay,
That's kind of bordering.
it matters a lot about who this woman is, because even old people who have stopped caring, they still hold on to these politeness etiquette things very near and dear to their heart. Is this a lady that looks like her life has fallen apart at some point? Or is she going to go home to a nice house and a husband who just got back from golf?
The latter. I think
What?
she's... Yeah.
She is past her golden years?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This isn't
You're-
like coming home from a nice dinner after you had yoga and then dinner and then home when your husband comes home from golf. It's like we're 10 years removed from that now.
I don't know. You're going to have to give us a ballpark. It's either she has red hair or she has blue hair. Red or blue?
No way, it's blue.
No, it's that like blondish, definitely dyed color.
Okay.
That's the red. That's the color that all the older ladies get when they're starting to dye their gray hair. It turns this like blondish, brassy color. And then suddenly one day you get up and you say, I'm just going to let it fly. And it goes blue.
I thought surely that she would stop, because I turned around and I wasn't making faces or anything, but I definitely turned around and like they understood that she was caught.
Where was the foot positioned? Was it on the table?
No. Like I said, we're sitting at a high top, and
Okay.
her foot is like. Do you see how I'm sitting?
Yeah.
It's kinda hard to
She's on a
visualize.
stool.
It's not a stool because it has a back. It's like a high chair with a back to it.
So you said clip, 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 clip. So this is like an ongoing thing. She's going through every piggy. This is not like I have a hangnail and I need to get rid of it right now.
No. This was repeat offense after repeat offense.
Where was she disposing of her body?
Just click. Probably got hit in the neck. What? Clip. Oh, there's one in the guac. Clip.
Just ringing off of glasses.
Oh my God.
Sounds like someone's shooting a BB gun against a damn pie pan. A similar story is my dad had gotten in a big kerfuffle with this lady at a hotel who they were in the hot tub. She came to the hot tub and started clipping her nails into the hot tub.
Oh my God.
We didn't say anything because if you think about it, there's only 10 real instances, maybe 11 that they could have. Hopefully 9 that they could have when they're clipping their toenails.
Well, you can't say anything. She has weapons now. First of all, she has nail clippers and she has projectiles that she can throw into your eyes at a moment's notice.
I thought you meant like I turn around and she's like clipping them to like a talon and she's just like kick you with
She's whittling her toenail.
She becomes Wolverine during brunch.
claws.
Oh, God. Well, how was the rice? Was it undercooked, a little gritty?
Oh, come on.
What does that mean?
Surprisingly crunchy, I think.
Oh my God. That is nasty.
Okay, Jackson, you were one of many people who misunderstood a friendly competition post on my Instagram story about Team USA versus Canada.
Well, I kind of felt like an idiot when I misunderstood it and realized that I misunderstood it. But then I went back and looked and I was like, no, you're the one that's putting out mixed signals.
It's not mixed signals. Obviously, I'm an American and I love hockey because I watched Heated Rivalry 18 times. And when I wanted to show my support for Team USA, I was like, this is so well timed. We're literally in Epcot where there's a Canadian pavilion. So I'm going to go over, give a middle finger on behalf of USA Hockey, which I labeled next to said middle finger, and then put it in the background where you can see Canada. And it's like Team USA is flipping off Canada. Thank you very much.
So I was just clicking through the stories, like not really paying much attention to it. And I look and I see Abby flicking off. It just looks like a POV of her throwing up the bird. And then next to her middle finger, it says, what, U.S. Hockey?
Yeah, it said U.S. Hockey next to the middle finger. And then in the background, you can see the words Canada.
And I totally missed the background saying Canada. All I read that as was fuck U.S. Hockey. So then I was like, whoa, what the hell is going on here? Where's the patriotism? And I messaged her that, and she was like, this is patriotic. And then I took a look at it again, and I realized that I messed up. But it was kind of confusing to me.
I don't understand. In what world would I say fuck you to U.S. Hockey? Like in what world?
That's why I messaged you, because I was confused. I was like, I thought you were a fan of U.S. Hockey or the United States. It was confusing to me.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it made my blood burn red, white, and blue is what it did to me. Good message, bad design. Can we chalk it up to that?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
You know what? I was like 2 Pim's cups deep, or 1 Aperol spritz deep, and then a glass of wine deep. I did not have the best judgment. I think the message got across to the people that cared to pay attention. And if you did not, then that's on your English teacher.
But I thought you said that
clues.
I thought multiple people messaged you and were like,
a handful, a couple of people. And then when I got to like 3 or 4 people messaging me, that's when I was like, okay, I'm going to put a screenshot of this just to double down the fact that I'm not saying F you, U.S. Hockey, even though in no world would I say screw you, U.S. Hockey, because I'm an American.
Well, I have major opinions of this because my pronouns are USA, and I didn't take kindly to any sort of disrespect towards our boys in our boys in boots, our boys in.
You tried to compare them to our troops.
Our boys in blades.
Preach, sister.
Boys in blades.
Boys in Blades who fought valiantly against the. I actually didn't know this happened. Was it yesterday? Was hockey yesterday?
It was on Sunday. Yes.
It was on Sunday. Yeah. I didn't know the Olympics were still on. So when I saw it,
sorry.
Tell me, Mikey.
No. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, so when I saw your story, I had zero context of anything. I just thought you were flicking off something. I thought you were flicking off Disney for some reason. You know what I thought? I thought you really, really hated the ride you were about to go on. That's literally what I thought in my head. Because you're at Disney World. You're flicking off a ride, it looked like. So I thought you were about to be forced to go on your least favorite ride at Disney. And you wanted to illustrate that. That's genuinely what I thought. Genuinely, that's what I thought.
Fuck the teacups.
Can I actually tell you about this ride that we didn't even know existed? So I don't know if you've ever actually gone past the bars at Epcot's Drinking Around the World. But turns out the pavilions are like actual worlds that Disney have built. So if you go past, the place where you can get maple popcorn and a cider, there's a literal waterfall in the Canadian pavilion. And so we all walk back just wanting to explore because we're like, oh, we want to spend some time in Canada since we just beat their asses today. We go back, there's this massive waterfall. It's a full-on water feature that you can't see from. We're like, well, how long? I've been to Epcot, I don't know how many times, and there's a freaking waterfall back there. And so we're exploring back there, and all of a sudden they see the thing that says Canada far and wide. And this is Canada propaganda at its finest, because I left that freaking ride wanting to emigrate to Nova Scotia. So basically, you go into this holding room and they take you to this circular theater. So you're in this room, but the screen is projected on the walls. So you look up, but it's in a circle, if that makes sense. So it's one big circular screen, kind of like how it is at Mercedes-Benz Stadium when you have that one big circle screen, but it's on the wall. And we're all standing there, and all of a sudden we're descended into this movie projection all about Canada. And you know who is narrating it?
Morgan Freeman.
Robert
Jim
Downey
Carrey.
Jr.
No, the most beloved Canadians of all time, Catherine O'Hara, who of course recently passed, and Jean Levy. And we're literally standing there going, oh my God, Catherine O'Hara, we miss you so much. Because of course she just passed. And so it's, somewhat of a sensitive topic if you're a fan of Catherine O'Hara. And she is narrating the most beautiful movie about how gorgeous Canada is and all there is to do. And it's showing us Quebec City at Christmas, people skiing, Vancouver in the summer, people hiking, a small furry creature in the woods, reindeer, and Justin Bieber. And I'm standing there going, is Canada the greatest country ever? Because this advertisement, this propaganda truly just made me want to move there imminently. Like literally,
that's
it's
all it took for you to be all Team Canada.
Well, there's a lot of
We've given you everything.
28 years of living in this country, and then one Catherine O'Hara propaganda footage, and I was like, you know what? I'm moving to Ottawa. And let's just say the Hall of Presidents isn't as convincing as Catherine O'Hara and Jean Levy showing you furry creatures that live in Vancouver.
I would like to say, though, back to the hockey thing. I never watched hockey in my life, never cared about it. Turns out, if you want me to like a sport, just make a documentary about it that shows old-fashioned American pride. Did you guys watch The Boys of 80?
Heated Rivalry is not a documentary.
Did you guys watch the Boys of 80 documentary?
I did not.
The last time we won the Gold Cup, beat the damn Russians, it made me what's it called, gold rings or whatever. It made me cry profusely. My girlfriend got home, I was crying like terribly on the couch, and she was like, stop.
That's the Miracle on Ice, right?
Yeah, exactly. So good. Watch it.
Which is why it was so epic that we got to run it back. Not the Russians, but Canadians, our next door neighbors, and it was epic. It truly was. Storybook ending, and the women's hockey team as well.
Nice. I love that. Go America.
Long story short, go America, but also go Canada when they don't beat us.
Oh, T. Go Canada. I.
But speaking of countries that aren't America, Wuthering Heights just came out. It's the #1 movie in America for women.
Is that the one where what's her face is like washing floors?
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Why don't you two, Mikey and Jackson, as two people who I don't think know anything about Wuthering Heights, why don't you guys explain the plot of this hit movie?
Isn't that the candy that my grandma always had in her purse?
Werther's Heights.
Something like that. I don't know.
Werther's Originals.
Werther's Original Heights.
There we go. Thank you.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess the movie has a dark tint to it, which pisses me off because it's set in one of these like castle countries, isn't it?
Castle Country, you mean Europe?
You mean the UK?
Okay.
Have you guys seen any sort of promotional materials about this movie?
Literally zero.
No trailers, nothing online, nothing.
No, I think I got like an ad, like a AMC ad for it, and they were promoting it, but I skipped past it instantly.
So, do you know who's in it?
Isn't it Sydney Sweeney washing floors?
I think you're thinking of The Housemaid.
Oh.
That is not the right movie, but a movie nonetheless. So you get a point on the board.
When I
you.
tell you that I have seen nothing, like you can't ask me anything as far as who's in it because I simply don't know.
Let me take a stab at it. Orlando Bloom featuring let's think
Pitbull.
here. Maybe one of the Lils. Which Lil we think it is?
Like Lil Mama?
Wayne? John Wayne.
Lip gloss
John
and
Wayne's in
Shoppa?
it.
Wait.
Mikey,
What?
Wuthering Heights, classic novel, classic literature.
Oh, it's a
starring,
book?
Yeah, you don't know that Wuthering Heights is a book?
We said we don't know anything about
We
it.
don't know
forgot-
anything about it.
I forgot you went to Catholic school. You can't deal with this. You didn't read this kind of stuff. Listen, Mikey, Wuthering Heights, starring Orlando Bloom and John Wayne as. Well, tell me who they're playing.
Who they're playing? Cornelius Corncob and let's see here, Doorhinge Darren.
Cornelius Cornhob and Doorhinge Darren, of
Yes.
course. And what is the conflict between Cornelius Corncob and Doorhinge Darren?
I just
in this
remembered it.
classic gothic
Yeah.
erotic adaptation.
Gothic. Think Gothic.
Yes,
Gothic?
it's a tall gray building, and they were up on the top shoveling snow off when all of a sudden the structure starts to crack. Orlando Bloom, starring Corncob Cornelius, says, "Brother, we got to get off of this thing." And then the other guy, whoever it was, what was it, Doorhinge Darren? He goes, "We can't. These heights are withering quickly, and we're not going to be able to make it."
Perfect log line for the movie. Jackson, you have seen promotional materials for this movie. You've gotten an ad on AMC. Tell me who's in this movie.
I think Timothy Chalamet and Anna Kendrick star in this movie.
Anna Kendrick.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, Jackson, Timothy Chalamet and Anna Kendrick starring in Wuthering Heights. Give me a brief synopsis of this movie. Go.
Okay, so they are best friends in high school, and they go to Wuthering Heights High,
Heights has turned to high.
and they are the class bullies. And one day, a prank that they do on a freshman. Sorry, I forgot that they were in high school. A freshman goes horribly wrong, and the freshman is paralyzed forever. And they have to go on a wacky adventure with their
To help him regain his legs?
to solve the mystery and get his legs back.
To inject
The way-
stem cells into his spine?
It's a lot of Weekend at Bernie's material.
Yeah.
The way Kenny Ortega is going to hear this and take notes to turn Wuthering Heights into a High School Musical type decom.
Is Wuthering Heights a place?
You guys keep saying Withering Heights.
What
you
is it?
understand
Wuthering.
Wuthering. What is that? Wolverine's
It's a
cousin?
place. It's got to be a
All right, now we're going to actually talk about the film, okay? We're going to talk about Wuthering Heights, which is an adaptation by Emerald Fennell, who created and directed Saltburn. You guys know that. You guys know that.
Yep.
You know Saltburn.
How could we
All right.
forget after that bathtub scene?
Exactly.
How good?
And Promising Young Woman. You know that movie?
Oh, I thought
were-
that was the beginning of the story.
I thought you were going to be like a promising young woman with her life ahead of her is struck by tragedy. Like that's what I thought you were going with that.
No. Okay, so me and Abby are going to talk about it because we both saw it, and I want to see if our opinions align on this semi-controversial adaptation of a classic Gothic novel. Abby, what did you think?
I thought it was a hair too long, but I would have complained less about it being too long if I got to see more of Jacob Elordi's naked body.
She should have shaved, that's for sure.
I shaved just in case. Just in case
Hair too long. Ha.
just in case there was like a 4D
Very
experience.
good. Very, very good.
I thought it was bad. I thought it was really, really bad.
I was going to go two ways on what I thought your opinion was going to be. I thought you were either going to say that you were obsessed and loved it because you love to be a contrarian, or I thought you were going to absolutely hate it because you feel very hell-bent on it being a faithful adaptation to the book because you read it in high school and maybe loved it, question mark?
Honestly, both of those ideas are very accurate to my character as a person, but I truly believe that my spiritual center as a contrarian did lead me to really, really, really hate it. I went to go see it on February 13th. Literally
Friday the
as like
13th.
It was Friday the 13th, and boy was I unlucky to sit there in the theater watching Wuthering Heights. No, I mean, it was fine. Honestly, it was fine. Like, the experience was fine, but we were in this art house cinema and surrounded by like women. I was like, Wuthering Heights is making me sexist because these ladies were fucking hooting and hollering at the screen like it was Magic Mike. And I'm like, girl, you don't need to gesticulate at the screen. Like, he's not coming out. He's not coming through the exit. You know, Jacob Elordi's not going to see this. You don't got to do this for anybody else. Like,
Mikey, can we get a definition of gesticulate?
I think it's probably like rotating your hips in a certain way. Yes? No? Gyration type of sort of thing?
Close enough.
honestly, pretty good.
I'm looking up this feller here.
I actually never read Wuthering Heights. I downloaded the Kindle like once I saw that this was coming out because I wanted to read it so that I could be accurately mad, but I never got around to it. I really, really have never liked any of Emerald Fennell's movies. I think she would make a great music video director. I don't understand why she does feature films. She makes really beautiful movies that have great cinematography, but I think her directing is just not great, and that's on full display with this movie. But I actually liked it a lot better than Saltburn and Promising Young Woman, which I was shocked by. It was way too long. Margot Robbie, not to be sexist again, but she's like old as hell to be playing this character who's supposed to be the same age as Jacob Elordi. It wasn't really that sexy, which Wuthering Heights as a novel isn't sexy. They don't have sex. Like, it's not that kind of book. She didn't take a lot of the really big things that happen in the book, and it seems like she adapted it from like she read Wuthering Heights in high school in like Lit 101 and then had a wet dream and then decided to write a script the next day.
I feel like
That's what
she
it
should have
feels like.
done. She should have done what she did with this, with Saltburn to this movie, because Saltburn is basically just the talented Mr. Ripley, but rebranded. So she shouldn't have made it Wuthering Heights. She should have just made it like Withering Heights or something. I don't know. Like, it shouldn't have been Wuthering Heights if you were going to go so far from the source material. Like, there's a couple key plot points, and that's really it. The rest of the time, we just get to see Jacob Elordi in a billowing white shirt, which I'm not complaining about. It's just not Wuthering Heights.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you guys ever heard of porn? All the media you take in seems to be a strive to see sex on TV. By the way, I'm looking at this guy. What is that, Benson Boone's cousin?
In that photo, he did look like Benson Boone's cousin, which, by the way, not too much on my Moonbeam Ice Cream Queen.
Yeah, the only thing that would have made this adaptation of Wuthering Heights better is a Benson Boone song. Enough of Charlie XCX. Let's get our ex-Mormon dancing queen Benson Boone in there.
Oh my God! Over the credit, just stay, please. I want you. I need you. Oh God. Yeah. Honestly, it wasn't too bad. It was too long. I agree with you. I thought the performances were great. I thought it looked really nice. It's just the story really didn't hit, and it's because it's such a loose adaptation. It was kind of hard to follow a little bit. I don't know. Jacob Elordi's hot, but like none of it was that like tittillating. I wanted to be titillated.
Tits.
There were.
Elating.
That's what I'm saying. Is the best parts of the movie.
I'm elated for
Now that's a bumper sticker.
The best parts of the movie were when we were titillated. Like, those were the only enjoyable parts for me. Is when we got to see Jacob Elordi suck on some fingers, and that's really it.
But I came around to Emerald by the first scene of this movie. It's a very memorable scene. It's something that you do not expect to happen in this movie. And it's like a very graphic but like subversive scene, and it's just funny to think about that being the intro of the movie. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And then for the rest of the movie, women are just like hooting and hollering at the screen. And that scene made me realize that I have to support a female edgelord no matter what she does. I have to see her movies, and I have to support her because she's a female edgelord, and we have so few of those, and we need them. I give Wuthering Heights 3 crushed eggs out of 5.
Ooh.
Do you want more or less crushed eggs?
That's up to
You
interpretation.
want full egg. You want uncracked eggs. So it's like
It's 3
if
cracked.
you do the math, it's like two 3/4.
If you're giving it 3 crushed eggs, then I'm going to give it 4 of Jacob Elordi's slutty little earrings in this film.
The little hoop earring. What era is this? I hate this movie. I hate it again. I hate it again. Oh my God.
I give it full beans.
Full beans.
Full beans?
Full beans.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I give it 4 strings. Yeah, no, I can't wait to get my tickets and go see it.
That's funny, Mikey.
God.
Guys, I got a pickleball problem.
Is the problem that you play pickleball?
The predicament is on the pickleball court, of which I am not located because I don't play any sports or work out at all. But I have a friend who does, and that has led her to pickleball peril.
Okay.
Well, Peril. I'd see that movie.
Now that's a good movie.
And I think I'd be able to guess the plot of that one.
You've seen pickleball peril. Okay, here's the situation, okay? I have a friend. She plays pickleball, and she had a friend who had signed up for this recreational tournament sort of league, but she realized that she couldn't play, so she asked my friend to do her a favor and join in her stead because she had already signed up and she needed someone to play. So my friend said yes and signed up to basically play pickleball a couple times a week on this league, paired up with a man that she had never met before, basically a total stranger. So she showed up and she's starting to play with this man, and they have like cute chemistry. They kind of get along, and he's like kind of touchy. He's very flirty with her on the pickleball court. They're both allegedly single. She's very single, I know that. And he is acting like he's single, and they're having a good time on the court. So this goes on for like about 3 weeks. It's like they start texting each other because they exchange numbers. They're flirting, and they're talking about, oh, I like to cook. Oh, then I'll clean. That kind of thing.
It's
Yeah,
not
that's
like just scheduling pickleball. Like they're having legit conversations.
exactly. Like flirty conversations. Like oh, I like to cook. Oh, I don't cook, so I'll clean up for you. That's like flirting hardcore 101. They have good banter back and forth, and my friend's really excited because he's cute, and she is like really interested in kind of like seeing where it goes. So he doesn't really ever ask her on a date, and she's wondering, should I ask him to go out, like grab dinner or something after pickleball? So she kind of like I told her she needs to just like ask him out, because I'm all for girls just ask the guy out if you're interested. Just do it. But she's kind of not that girl. She doesn't like to do that. She wants the guy to make the first move, which is totally fine. But she kind of hinted at it. She was like, our next game's like kind of late. Did you what were you gonna did you have any like plans to like eat after or anything? And they made a very informal plan to go out to eat together after they played pickleball. So this was going to be their first date.
That's so exciting. I love love.
Yes, first date after pickleball. And then the day comes and they're playing pickleball. And he is just like acting pretty strange. He's not like his same energy. He's acting like he doesn't really want to be there. It's just really off-putting, and she's not really sure what's going on.
He probably got the pickle yips.
He got the pickle yips. Oh my goodness.
Also, can I do some foreshadowing real quick?
Yes.
she should have said, "Hey, are you going home to your wife and family after this?"
Just really lay it on thick.
Yeah.
You never know these days.
You never know, I guess. Well, pickleball ended. They lost. She was already kind of in a mood because he had been acting weird the entire game. And he says to her, "Hey, can we rain check going out to eat? I just haven't been feeling well. I went to the doctor earlier this morning, and he like implied that he had had some sort of like treatment or something, and it was not making him feel good." And so she was said, of course, but she was really disappointed because she was really looking forward to this. Mind you, they hadn't called it a date. She was kind of treating it like it was about to be a date. But they hadn't like formalized that this was a date. It was just kind of like going out to eat. But they'd been flirting over text for a couple weeks at this point. So
Was going out to eat to like Chipotle, or was it to a slightly nicer place?
a slightly nicer place. It wasn't because they were they had just played pickleball. It wasn't going to be something super fancy. It was going to be I don't know, like El Rey,
yeah.
something like that.
I get it.
Something casual where they can just chat. So after this happened, she kind of got disillusioned and she was wondering what her next step was because she was not going to make a second move to try to get him to do anything. And he never scheduled a rain check to try to have dinner with her. So I know that's a big problem. And then they played pickleball one more time, and the weekend came around and they were still flirting and texting just like normal. The banter was great. He's touchy on the pickleball court. Everything's going kind of the same. And then she texts me in basically a fit of rage because she goes on his Instagram and she sees on his story a photo, and it's this POV shot of him at this fancy candlelit dinner at a restaurant, and at the very end of the table is a woman.
Oh no.
Just
A
wait,
woman!
there was one person in the picture?
Yeah, it was he
Okay.
took this photo. He took from
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah,
vantage
yeah.
point from his seat. And she's like, "Oh my fucking God. I feel so embarrassed. He was never interested. He has some girl or something on the side."
It's probably his sister.
Okay, this is the debate. Because I'm
Wait, that's where
sending-
this ends?
No. Here, it'll keep going. But I want to ask you guys because she sent me the photo, and I was confused by the photo. I was like, "Listen, first of all, I think he uploaded this so that you could see it. I don't know why or what his motive would be to do that, but I also don't know if this photo is romantic." I'm sending it to you right now in the chat, and you guys can look at it.
We've all
Okay.
been there. You hire a prostitute to make a girl jealous, and you take her to a nice restaurant.
I can't imagine that he would post that so that she would see it.
That girl looks like a child.
I don't know that this photo is romantic. And I felt like he had uploaded it for her to see specifically because, spoiler alert, he's 26 years old, and that's kind of 26-year-old behavior.
You think so?
Yes.
That seems more petty than 26-year-old behavior.
It was just giving 26-year-old behavior. He wanted her to know that he had romantic inclinations or something, or was doing something with a girl, even if it was totally platonic.
Is it
Just make it up.
possible
Totally.
that he's just a shitty guy and is dating this girl, but really enjoyed the attention he was getting from your friend, and so therefore enjoyed a good flirtation on the pickleball court?
Well, that's the question because she immediately basically ghosted him. She was pickleball had been over at that point. It was already over, so they didn't need to play anymore. And he had kept texting her saying, "Hey, you want to go play a free play? You want to come join me for a new league? Are you interested in blah, blah, blah?" Just texting her over and over. And she was giving him nothing. She was saying nothing back, basically just one word answers or telling him that she's busy until he was like, "Hey, did I do something wrong?"
Yeah, I don't think what he did is grounds to cut things off or be kind of shitty with one-word answers and like slow ghost them. Like, why not at this point? You've got nothing to lose. Just ask.
Well, he's asked, he said, hey, did I do anything wrong? And she said, when we had first set up that dinner, I thought that it had romantic intentions, and I thought that we had been flirting over text and on the pickleball court. So when you really made no attempt to reschedule, I kind of just let it go. And, pickleball's over, so we don't really have a reason to, do anything else here. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what she said.
Okay.
And he said, he basically said that he wanted to be her friend, and there were maybe romantic intentions at the beginning, but he had just started dating a girl. And that's what happened. But I'm like, you don't just start dating a girl and post a photo of her like that. I think that's weird to do. I think that's so bizarre, especially when you're flirting with someone on the pickleball court for 3 weeks.
Oh no, I have his Instagram now. You sent that screenshot. I'm gonna DM him.
I think you should, because here's the real question. The real question is, do we kill him? Do we get him banned from pickleball at large?
Well, yes, but not for that reason. I have the biggest problem with what happened here is, guys, this is league play. Why are we out there flirting and prancing around? Focus on the game. You can't. You said they were touching. Could you imagine playing a couple of people in pickleball and they're playing grab ass over there? I'd be furious. I'm going to call Alta or whatever they're signed up with and say, this can't be happening.
Nice
That's
point.
tennis.
10-second hug.
Aw, little kiss when you do well. That's the point of these pickleball leagues. It's to get romantic and make friends. That's all they're for.
I'm not sure you've ever played pickleball. It's pretty serious. I'm not. People aren't out there to go prancing ladies and men around. You're out there to play some pickleball.
Well, they wanted pickleball with some heavy petting on the side.
I don't think he posted that picture with nefarious intentions. I could buy the fact that he was kind of into it. It was a fun flirt for a little while, and then he started seeing someone slightly more seriously, so he kind of had to abandon it.
I just think
it can be as simple as that, right?
I just think the entire thing is bizarre. To text someone like that when you're kind of ramping up to seriously talk to somebody, and you're being touchy, the flirting with you'll cook and I'll clean. If I was talking to someone and I knew that they had said that to another girl, that would be a problem.
Well, you also haven't done the real modern dating app game where you're talking to multiple people at the same time, and you are flirting and making jokes like that to every single one of the people that you're talking to. When things get more serious, obviously conversations die down on the other end, but at that early stage when you're talking to multiple people, it is like that.
Maybe I just don't understand then, because I immediately fall in love the second I meet a man. And that's how it goes every time. Except for this one. This one's last. This one's it.
Front row seat to this one.
Thank you.
I think these are all bad people. Get off the pickleball court.
Pickleball should just be ended. That's the moral of the story.
There should be a damn HR department over at the pickleball courts. That shouldn't be allowed.
Ooh.
No more of that. If I'm going to join a team of pickleball and people are going to start making love to each other all over the place, don't join the pickleball. Go do something else. Go to a swingers club. This is not the place.
Pickleball is specifically for young people to fall in love, or people like Jackson's old lady at the Golden Corral to show up after plugging their toe hairs.
Made it grosser.
This is like the game of telephone gone really wrong.
You know she was doing that right after. That was the next move.
Yeah, we had to get the hell out of there.
All right. I think that's it.
Yeah.
All right, Abby, you want to take us home?
If you enjoyed this episode of the Personality Hires podcast, we would love it if you left us a little rating. And also, if you want to submit any of your office gossip, or if you have any questions, or if you want us to solve any of your salacious problems, you can email us at personalityhirespodcast@gmail.com, or you can DM us on Instagram at personalityhirespodcast.
Pioneer.